Use this game.
Yes.
Okay, whatever. Continuing with the voice. About listening. I was continuing that lesson.
Very well.
Continuing that lesson.
Sit with me.
Okay, yeah. I figured.
You have brushed the surface thoughts of another. It is a start. Calm yourself. This time, silence your own thoughts. Keep them still. Imagine the waters of the room of 1,000 fountains, each stream suddenly falling silent and still. Imagine the ice of Telos, cold and smooth as it gathers upon the plateau. Now, stretch out. Feel the ship around you. Strip away the metal, and see the souls and minds of those that fill its corridors, with more thoughts and dreams and worries than can fill the space of this ship.
As my feet walk from the ashes of KoTOR, I shall not fear, for in fear lies death, and...
If I up the Dubana gas levels in the carbine, that would be enough to punch a hole even in triple durasteel. And we'll need weapons like that if the Republic discovers the camp on Duxon.
From the first movement flows the second. Strike, repeat, circle one's opponent. Repeat, faster, quicker. If Father had been faster. If only Father had been faster. If I was faster, I would no longer be the last of my sisters. But does Atris love him? Jedi do not love. Does Atris hate him? Jedi do not hate. This journey is harder than any she has sent me on.
Switch the face of the +1 -1 card. The totals are 9, 10. Switch the face of the +2 -2 card. The total is 8, 11. Switch.
Your command echoes still, General, and I obey, as I did at Malachor.
As my feet walk from the ashes of KoTOR,
Switch the face of the +1
I shall
-1
not
card.
fear.
The totals are 9, 10.
For in fear
Switch the face of the +2
Your
lies
command
death.
echoes
card.
still,
The
General,
total is 8,
and I
11.
obey,
Switch.
as I did at Malachor.
That sound in the background. What is it?
Not now. Focus on my voice.
Malachor.
Now do you hear me? Truly hear me.
I hear you. This
You have
is
taken
incredible.
the first steps on a much longer road, Exile.
What about the
The
droids?
droids cannot be read in such a way. As for the alien who served with you in the war, its thoughts are more difficult, requiring many translations in meaning. Often it is better to read their impulses and images than their spoken thoughts. That is why he is deaf to you. I have found his impulses are cold, like a dead weight. His thoughts are black.
But I did hear something from Beodor.
Indeed. It is strange that I did not.
Maybe it's because I know him better. I served with him.
Perhaps. I would not put much weight on such things.
There was something wrong with Atron's thoughts.
Of course there was. It is because Atten was not playing Berserk, yet he counts cards in his head. At times, he will list off engine sequencers, memorize the hyperspace routes on the other side of the galaxy, count the ticking in the power couplings, even though they are fixed. At other times, he will imagine certain base lusts, certain indignities. It may be Atten is far cleverer than he feigns to be. Or perhaps he is simply a fool.
Maybe I will. Maybe I will go see him and see how his Berserk game is coming. Okay,
Yes.
first we're gonna make sure that I use all the dog cause more about the forest. Before I heard something like an echo.
Ah, I had wondered if... But your powers are strong indeed. Now is not the time to speak of this.
Okay.
Wait until you have more of the galaxy within you, and we shall speak again. Every
What do you mean?
step on our journey shall bring with it discoveries. With persistence, you shall grow in the Force. And for every planet we reach, all that we touch with our presence, you shall grow, for you will have no choice.
Our terminology, blah, blah,
Yes.
blah. Okay. So, in combat, you needed to have 2 single blade available for yourself and 1 for recess. I do. Okay. Maybe she has... Oh, okay, maybe I have to equip it. This is the one. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Oh, oh. Of course I would pass her. There she is. Okay.
Yes.
Now let's try. But let's have combat. There we go. Okay, she's healing herself. Because she was pretty weak and I have no armor. So that's cool.
If you travel with us, Blinded One, then you shall work for your passage on this vessel.
Man, Cray is so mean.
Your lightsaber, give it to me.
I shall die before it passes from my hands.
Your lightsaber, give it to me.
Cray, why
The
do you have to be
crystal
so
I
mean?
took from the condensed mists on
It is adequate. You are young, your energy for such things surpasses mine, and your skill is enough that you may teach him the basics of the weapon. There is much that he has forgotten.
There's only so much I can teach him.
That fact did not escape me. Now, try to kill her with the single blade. Use no other force technique, no items, merely
I don't want to
the
kill
blade.
her. Are you ready, Vizas? Are you ready,
This is
Vizas?
no Ichani etiquette ritual. Do not ask her. Attack her.
I don't want to hurt her.
This
Are
is
you
no...
ready, Vizas? Okay, fine. Very well, let us begin. Slide, Vizas. Do you have a lightsaber in your hand?
Now do it with 2 weapons, 1 in each hand. Again, no items, no force powers. Let us see what you can do when your hands and mind are divided. No force techniques other than weapon skill. Let it flow through you. Let the force fill the cracks in your spirit.
Sorry, Vizas. I really am. I do not wish to hurt you.
Now, divest yourself of your weapons. You, Blinded One, you will keep yours. Let us see what you can do when you have no weapons left to you. Now, attack her.
Okay. She sat down. Ow. Vizas, please. Okay, ow.
It is enough. There is nothing more for me to teach you. You know as much of battle as I.
Very well. Why was the screen so red? I don't know. We gotta talk to Korea some more, sadly. I don't think we have to talk to Manlo. We also have to talk to the Handmaiden. Gotta talk to Bayador and Adjun.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Very
Force. Okay. I
Ask.
had other questions. Anyway, so I need to ask you about the
What of
duel
them?
with Vizas. You aren't just training me, you're
Perhaps
testing her.
there is truth in what the Servant of Atris says. Much may be communicated in the motions of battle. It is a picture, a dance against someone trying to describe that motion.
What have you learned?
I have learned that we do not need to kill her. But if we want one that has truly fallen to the dark side, we should look elsewhere for our allies. I believe she should serve our purposes. She is the doorway that may lead us to her lord if it proves necessary, or bring him to us.
Awareness. Wait, is that why you tolerate the Handmaiden's presence? Because she is a doorway to
You learn
Beatrice?
quickly. Perhaps. The Blinded One is more of an unknown quality, however.
You want to use
That
her?
is what I said. And I will gladly turn any such blade pointed at us and send it stabbing into the heart against anyone who dares to harm you.
There's our keeper on board, as you suggested. I don't want you using all of that. Okay,
is
whatever,
good
then
we
I shall
sense
use the
in
blade
the
as you
same perspective.
suggested. Whatever.
There are many among the Jedi who would openly object to such things. Ask.
What other
and I will-
questions? I might not be going. Okay. Well, we got a lot more to talk to Gray about, because we also have to trial that influence dialogue. See if we can use any of that. But first, let's go talk to Atton, so they can yell at us, and then I have to
You
go
know, I
finish
noticed a
technology.
glow before, but now...
Yep.
Now it's bright around you. You've come a long way since Paragus. And despite all we've been through, you seem a lot better for it.
I feel as if I'm more in touch with the Force than I have ever been.
It shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the others have noticed it too.
I have
All
questions
right.
for you.
What did you want to know?
What? Wait, what?
You seem pretty calm. It's
Okay.
almost streaming off of you. A lot calmer
Yep.
than you were on Paragus when I first met you.
Yep. Yep. I'm fine. In fact, I haven't felt this good in a long time.
Well, it's good to see. You're a nice counterbalance to that old witch back there.
Yeah, I know. I have questions
right.
for you.
Something
Okay.
up?
There we go, finally. Atom, why do you play Bazak in your head?
Passes the time. It's better than listing off engine sequencers, memorizing hyperspace routes, or counting ticks in the power couplings.
Repair, there are no ticks in the power couplings, it's fixed.
Of course it's fixed. And that's why you should count the ticking in the power coupling, too.
You're not making any sense. I understand what you're saying. Silent flicks up player frowns.
Why do I
Damn.
play Pazak? Alright, I'll show you.
Let's play. Oh, I don't actually have to play. God damn it. Sure, I'm gonna fucking... I think I fucked up. I don't think I should have picked that dialogue. Oh well, you guys could see how badly I suck at Pazak. That's kind of bullshit, I'll be honest. That's really bullshit. Yeah. I hope I win. I hope I win. Okay, thank you. I would like to just win these hands. I'm just gonna stand. Are you kidding me? Fucking bullshit ass. I knew he would get like something higher, something to beat me. Wow. He has not had to use a single card. Oh, this is getting sketchy. Damn it.
Good match.
Yep.
Now, what are you thinking about right now?
Well, Pazak, of course.
Right.
The game.
And that's why I play Pazak in my head. Because if you don't, you've left the door open. And anyone could walk right in.
Atom, before I felt your mind with Kriya's help,
Of
I'm
course
sorry.
you did. You see, Jedi, light or dark, do it. More often than you'd think. But I never heard one say they were sorry before. That's a new house rule.
You play Pazak to shoot your
I
thoughts.
play Pazak in my head. But while I'm doing that, it's a lot harder for someone to walk in.
Can you teach me to shoot my thoughts?
No. I can only teach you to play Pazak. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Then I want to learn to play
Good.
Pazak.
Now you understand. Alright, I'll deal then. If you're ever fighting someone who has the power over your mind, whether light or dark, play Pazak. Start listing hyperspace routes, recite engine sequencers, and when they try to use their powers on you, suddenly it's not as easy as they thought. Jedi do it all the time. And when they walk in the dark places of your mind, they'll use it to hold you by the throat.
Atom has taught you to play Pazak in your head as a way of resisting mental domination. You have gained a permanent +1 to your willpower saves. Affluence
Something
gain.
up?
Okay, can I talk to more?
Alright.
I have questions for you. Okay. That's all we can talk to Atom about. Talked everything to Manowar. Talked everything to T3, I'm pretty sure.
Yes?
Any more dialogue for you?
may ask.
Can I ask some more questions? I'm trying to ask you about
She speaks of
Atrus.
you often in anger, but her movements, the motion of her hand, her eyes, do not share the anger of her words. They are only the signs of loss. It has been almost the count of 10 years, yet the thought of you burns within her still.
Well, we didn't part on the best of
I
terms.
believe that your leaving the Jedi Order may have hurt her more than she will ever admit. It is a difficult thing to speak of, to see Atrus unable to confront such strong emotion within herself. You did not care for her, did you? Atrus is beautiful and wise.
I always thought she hated me.
I have heard that Jedi sometimes renounce the code by loving another and fall from the Order, and there are others who keep such unions secret.
Yes, sometimes, yes, it happens.
That is what I have heard. I was not sure if it was something you had seen or experienced.
I think all Jedi are tempted at one time or
I see.
another.
I have asked you many questions. I did not mean to. They are questions that have gathered over years, and I did not wish to ask Atris.
If you have any others, you are welcome to ask.
Thank you, then. I hope this creates some measure of trust between us.
It does, and I thank you. I wanted to ask you
May I
something.
ask?
You look
I
different from
honor
the
the face
other
of my
sisters.
mother. It is not something usually spoken of in the company of others.
So you have a different mother, but the same father?
Yes, that is correct. I feel that I may trust you with such things, so I shall speak of it, if you wish to hear it.
Yes, I would hear
Though
it.
my father's blood I share with my sisters, I wear the
There goes
face
the phone.
of my
It's going to be
mother.
ringing constantly.
My father was Usanis, an Ichani general.
I'm sorry about the phone. Usanis was a hero of the Mandalorian Wars, one of the
He left
greatest.
our family to serve in the Mandalorian Wars, but his choice was not because of battle. He went to join my mother, one whose movements and spirit matched his. His only desire was that they fight together, side by side, for as long as there were enemies amassed against them.
Her face is any indication, she must have been
I never
beautiful.
saw her face, and she did not return from the final battle of the war. She died in the battle that shattered Malachor V, and her body was never recovered. My father returned from the Mandalorian Wars, and did not enter battle again. He entered politics, a caste where one's battles are fought through words rather than action.
What
He
happened
was
to him?
slain by Revan in the Jedi Civil War. When Revan sought to destabilize the Ichani worlds, Revan succeeded. The fact that our father chose battle is not shameful, but that is not the reason he went to war. He went to
Yeah.
war to be with the one he loved, but not the one he had pledged himself to. He was disloyal. I am the mark of that disloyalty. It is said that such things run in the blood, and I have fought long to prove that this is not so. That is why I am different from my sisters. Yet I am pledged to them, and Atris, and I would die before betraying them. I tell you this in trust, and ask that you not speak of it to others. I only wish you to know.
Why tell me?
Because when my father returned from the Mandalorian Wars, he walked as you do now. There was something wounded inside him. He did not speak of what had happened there, and with us he was silent, changed. When I look upon you, I see in you an answer to a question I have searched for all my life, and that is why I tell you this now. I do not believe you to be the monster Atris made you out to be. I believe your choice was my father's choice, and it was just as difficult.
I appreciate your trust, and thank you for telling
You
me.
have earned my trust. I wish to honor the trust you have shown me, and I wish to explain what you meant to me. I know it is difficult for others to see why I am here, but it was important that you know one of the reasons, and know that it is not simply duty that I am here, but because I want to be here. I want to fight with you side by side for as long as there are enemies that threaten you. You are a leader. Your stance, your every action proves it.
I'm grateful for your words and for your assistance.
You honor me, Exile. Together, then. You may
I had
ask.
other questions. What are
We
you called the
attend
Handmaidens?
Atris.
Yep.
It is the duty of all of us, from the first of my sisters to me, the last of the handmaidens.
You are the last of them?
I am the last of the handmaidens. This is correct. I train so that one day that will no longer be true.
Your skills are impressive, and as is your devotion to your
That is
training.
not entirely correct. There are times I am distracted. Perhaps once having known the ways of the Jedi, you may understand what occupies my thoughts.
What do you mean?
There is much knowledge on Telos, and only one of the Jedi remain. There is so much about their ways of battle, their forms, their stances, that may be lost forever if the last of the Jedi is taken from the galaxy.
Is this what occupies your thought?
To the
your thoughts?
Ichani, battle is a means of communication. It is an art in the truest sense of the word. Stance, form, discipline are a means of expression and communication. They speak one's heart and one's devotion to their cause.
Devotion to their cause?
Yes, the methods you use to meet your opponents speak truer than any words can express. When you risk pain or death, there is no truer sacrifice or strength.
Combat is not the way to communicate with others.
It was to the Jedi traitor Malak. It was to the Jedi traitor Revan. When Terrace was destroyed, it showed Malak's heart through its execution and intent. It was brutal, without finesse, but showed his commitment to defeat the Jedi. Yet with Revan, there was the same commitment, but it was a subtle thing, like weaving threads in a tapestry or strokes upon a canvas. He spoke through battle and tactics in a way one could never do in words. He showed his heart at Malachor V, and finally, at the end of the Jedi Civil War. I believe he was speaking to Malak in that final battle, though few knew it.
What do you think Revan was trying to say?
Through battle, Revan was meeting betrayal with betrayal, and showing Malak the pain he had inflicted on his master. What stronger display than death for conveying one's sense of being betrayed by one's own student? Revan's anger must have been great indeed. I would have wished to have been there for that final exchange, and seen the truth of their conflict with each other.
Forget I had other questions. Can you teach me some more fighting moves?
There's nothing more I can teach you.
Seem to be anticipating my
attacks. It is the way of the Ichani to be able to read their opponents, to know where an opponent is going to strike before it connects, anticipate it, and then strike against them. Ichani battles are fought several minutes in advance. In many ways, it is much like the game of Dejarik, played in the core systems. The most advanced among the Ichani are able to predict the course of battles by months, and the most revered are said to be able to predict the path of wars. Only Revan ever demonstrated such skill in war, and even as he slaughtered us, the Ichani still respected him.
Can you teach me to do this?
You are already doing it.
What do you mean?
If you do not know you are doing it, then training will make you a dangerous opponent indeed. Come, as we fight more, I will teach you. Do not think about predicting my movements. React instinctively. You are doing better. At first, I was afraid that your awareness of your own ability might ruin it, but that is not the case. You learn quickly. Perhaps it is your connection to the Force that allows such things, but I do not think so. Now you fight as an Ichani warrior fights, always in the future.
You have gained battle precognition. It allows you to add your wisdom bonus to your defense in combat.